Wow. This yard is really, really big actually. Anyway, what's up everybody? So, as you guys can see, I'm at home. It's early morning. The fields are not ready yet to be harvested, so unfortunately there's not anything fun really to do today. But I thought I'll bring guys along with me where I'm gonna go and feed the beast. The beast. Yeah, well, some of those sheep can be beast. I'm pretty sure one of them wants to eat me. Anyway, let's go get going. First and foremost, we need to go start the tractors, and then we actually need to go move to the farm. Anyway, so unfortunately, there's not really a lot to do on the farm except going and feeding the cows and the sheep and goats and the buffaloes and all that. Yeah, let's take the John Deere today. I'm gonna park the quad there, it's not a problem. Open the door. And let's take the John Deere. So, I've been giving it a bit of thought. The shop actually told me about a bigger John Deere R9 that's available right now. Let's actually quickly go check it out. They told me there's a Tiger also that's available. But in all honesty, yeah, there it is. I wanna rather keep at the John Deere actually if I can. Now this John Deere, just like this, is 718 horsepower, 81 horsepower. So it's already a lot bigger than the one we actually have. But what I'm thinking about buying is actually this one. It's the John Deere R9X, 9RX 830. It has 913 horsepower. Now as you guys can see, this tractor is actually just with a pulling system. There's no 3-point linkage on it, but that's because mostly the implements this tractor is going to be pulling is all it's pulling implements. Nothing is liftable. Now with our current fleet, we can actually go buy this tractor because actually if we go this way, because all those implements they run after behind the R9 the 8R. The 8R9 R9 8R9. They run behind the 9 they run behind the smaller John Deere. However, these ones we're actually using the 9RX on now. As you can see, both of them are actually being pulled. This one requires 550 horsepower, sorry. This one requires 500 horsepower. However, if we're actually able to buy that John Deere, we can actually buy this one again also. Yeah, this one. As you guys can remember, this is actually the one we started with. Now it requires 630 horsepower to pull. Now this is actually the cultivator I actually normally use. However, when I started working on these fields, I sort of realized that the tractor wasn't strong enough actually to pull it. That's when we actually switched to the yellow beast. However, both of those are still actually being difficult to pull sometimes. So I'm really actually considering actually buying the bigger 9RX. I was for a moment considering actually selling the 8RX, the 8R and the 9RX to go and buy them, but then I realized even if I sell them both of them now, I will still not be able to afford the new 9RX. So yeah, that's a lot of names that can get confusing quickly actually. But yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, we have new cows now. Some of the cows within last month or the month before that, they actually gave birth to a few new calves. So we have over 100 cows now. As you see, the soybeans actually going quite well. Oh yeah, flicker light. Ah no, that's too far away. The soybeans are growing quite well. The cows, they're growing quite well. Oh yeah, I had to buy a new slurry bucket to store slurry in. Because I realized with the last few times we actually spray slurry, we run out of slurry actually quite quickly. So at this point we already have enough now for maybe 3 trailers. There's no one coming, okay. Sorry postman, I apologize. Yeah, it's not the fastest John Deere, but still, it is fun to drive it. So yeah, the sheep, I thought actually they need food, but yeah, they can use, they can eat a little bit what they have now first. I'll give some bales to them tonight again. Oh wow. But there's a lot of wool these days. And milk also. That's because we actually don't have any babies in our flock anymore, in our herd. Normally these days I actually sell the babies as soon as they're born. Oh well, not as soon as they're born, but they don't really grow up on the farm anymore. However, I am starting to think maybe we should sell some of these ones. Sorry. Maybe we should sell some of the older ones. And right now they're going to go for quite a good price actually. And then we can maybe get some new blood into the farm. However, I'm also thinking about expanding their field. So maybe I should just keep that to their own mind for now. Or maybe even I should actually keep this one and get all the goats in here. And build another sheep farm on this side. Then therefore I can split the sheep and the goats. That could also maybe actually work. I've also been looking into other ways to store the total mix rations. How much do I actually have in here? I have 12,000 liters, yeah, that's enough. Anyway, as you guys can hear, I have a lot of ideas for the farm. Unfortunately, no money to do that ideas right now. Yeah, we have 252,000, but let me just show you guys the prices of these buildings actually. Let's take for example the sheep farm. Ooh, there's a new one here. Nah. We'll stay with this one. This is the one that I normally use. I'm gonna be putting it over here. Now that's 97,000. Maybe we're gonna actually have enough money already to pull this one off. However, I don't know if we're gonna have enough money to pull off the fence. For one fence is every 10 meters or 100 meters, I think it's $1,000. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna have enough actually to build the fence also then. So the sheep we can maybe pull off actually. However, the cows is the real problem. This barn alone costs 722,000. Then another problem we have with this one right now is at this point the field I'm going to use for them is actually occupied. They're growing soybeans in them. because I'm gonna offer up this whole field here for that for the cows. So I'm gonna have the buffaloes in the one cow farm and the normal cows on our cow farm. Therefore, we can actually split them, and the buffaloes can reproduce a bit, and also cows can go ahead and just continue with the way they're going now. That should be close enough. Still a bit off. Okay. Let's go. First, we're gonna go put in some straw in the cow barn. The sheep, they have enough food for now. The cows, however, I actually realized they actually eat a lot of food. Well, there is 100 of them, so yeah. It's actually quite a peaceful morning. Yeah, there's nothing really much to do actually on the farm right now. Hopefully in the next episode we can actually start with the harvest. And who knows? Hopefully we can also start with building the farm a little bit up more than we did now. For season 2 I was actually hoping to actually already have built a new cow farm and stuff. However, that did not work out. I thought $1 million was a lot to get at one harvest, but apparently not. As you guys see, I have another bucket here now also. This one I'm also filling up with slurry. One bucket of these ones can store up to 60,000 liters. Or 62,000 liters. What is it? That's what I know is full. It's 65,000 liters. The slurry spreader we have takes 35,900 liters. So yeah, basically that one there has enough for one and maybe a half of trailers, maybe 3/4 of trailers. So I'm hoping to fill this one up also, and then we can also start filling up the normal size tank here also. That's why I wish actually to have more than just one cow farm. Therefore we can actually have more slurry. Oh, we're gonna have to have a lot more milk. Oh wow. The food really dropped. I'm gonna need to go and buy some more bales also. However, that one I will actually do offline, because that's actually quite a devious task. You can see, maybe we can see some new graphs. You see some of the brown Swiss actually going up now. Oh yeah, some of the new water buffalo babies. They're 3 months old, sorry. That means we should also have a few Holstein babies also around here somewhere. And of course, here you can see the brown Swiss calves. 9 months old now. Really plain now. What are you doing, little one? Oh, it's a little water buffalo. Oh, they're cute. I can't see the Holstein babies now, but there's somewhere here. Now a brown Swiss calf. Yeah. So our cow family is actually also growing nicely. But yeah, I want to make this barn actually basically just for the water buffalo. And then make that field up there. It's right next door to them. I want to actually make that field there also then just a cow farm. But that seems like I'm going to offer up one whole field. Basically just for a cow farm. However, I am sooner or later actually thinking about buying the field right next to our farm. That field over there. Now that's actually quite a big field. It's nowhere near a little field. Actually, let's open up the map. As you guys can see, I'm talking about this field, number 14. Now it's actually quite a big field. It's valued at 1.3 million. That field is actually bigger than our biggest field, that is number 19 now. So yeah, I'm gonna basically do one whole episode just on that field, basically. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot more work to do actually now, but that's okay. I'm mostly actually happy with what we have, what we're doing around here now. So yeah, I'm gonna need to go get some more straw. Also, I see the straw also run out. I forgot my flicker. Hopefully no traffic officers saw me. Although I don't think there's any traffic officers around here, but okay. One thing I have to complain about this tractor is the position of the exhaust and that split in the window. It horrendous you to see actually anything on the left side of the road. You really have to lean in and actually take a good look there. But however, without the cabin, the tractor is quite loud, so yeah. I'd always stick to the cabin if I can. Normally you guys will probably realize by now, the other one we actually had, the older tractor, it was the one without the cabin. That's actually not the same tractor, this one. This is actually one of the bigger brothers. The small brother actually exchanged for this one. The other farmer, he was complaining this one takes too much diesel. So I told him, okay, fine, but I'll take this one off your hands and you can take my one. He was happy enough. Saying, yeah, no, that this one is way too heavy on diesel, what. However, I'm gonna be honest. I think the only reason why this one was extra heavy on diesel was maybe because the filters was a bit dirty. But just don't tell the other farmer that. Maybe he wants his tractor back. And I want to give it back to him now. I quite enjoy this tractor now. Also, it's a bit stronger than the one we had, so yeah. The one we had was 140 horsepower. This one is 200 horsepower. So I'm really not going to complain about this tractor at all. It's considered to be a medium tractor actually. But yeah. Anyway. There's nothing more really for me to say about this all day. I'm going to basically go and give the cows some food now and... yeah, that's about it. I can't really think about anything else to do. Except maybe sort out the wool and the milk there by the sheep. But that's really going to be me pulling some pallets around, so yeah. Oh. As I realized, I never even looked at the soybeans. Yeah, no, they're actually growing quite good. 100% yield bonus and 100% fertilized. And this field actually have around the corners slurry. This field and that field is completely in slurry. So I'm actually guessing these ones are going to be producing a lot more soybeans than our other ones. Even now, if you're just looking at them like this, you can actually see they're full of soybeans. However, this one, yeah, this one here is also actually full of soybeans. And if you go in a bit deeper, I don't know. It's actually quite a good yield. Did I crash any of them? No, thank you goodness. For a moment there I thought this one was unfolded. I'm like, wait, why are you unfolded? I could sure I folded you. So yeah, I'm gonna give the cows food now, and that's gonna be that for this episode. Actually, it's not a real exciting episode. Nothing really a lot happened. I was thinking about maybe doing an episode where I was actually harvesting for other farmers. But me and the other farmers got into a little bit of rally, so yeah, at this point I'm not really a good books with good books with any of them. So yeah, they can continue doing their own farm work. I'm just gonna buy all of their farms. Oh yeah, I forgot. I live in Kalami. Luckily, it's not an other tractor. Otherwise, that would have eaten me. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this episode. See you guys on the next one. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Yeah. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.